Hello everyone. Today in this lecture we are going to study about different transport layer protocols. As we know that transport layer is fourth layer from the top in OSI model, and transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery of entire message. It is responsible to process delivery of entire message. So let's see. Today we are going to discuss the following topics: introduction to transport layer and services provided by this transport layer protocols, TCP protocol, TCP segment or frame format, TCP connection establishment, P protocol, UDP frame format, and difference between TCP and UDP. Here comes introduction. Two transport layer protocols supported by internet. There are two transport layer protocols that we know. First is TCP, another is UDP. TCP is reliable protocol and UDP is unreliable protocol. UDP stand for user datagram protocol and TCP stand for transport control protocol. Both TCP and UDP works in transport layer of OSI model and are used for data transfer. They both work in transport layer of OSI model and both are used for data transfer. Here comes the services provided by transport layer protocol. End-to-end delivery. End-to-end delivery of packets, establishment and release of transport connections, multiplexing of transport connections, flow control, reliable delivery, which I have told you is TCP, which promote reliable delivery of packets. Then comes your addressing. Segmenting and concatenation are also provided by this transport layer protocol. End-to-end flow control. Okay. Then here, as you can see in this diagram, what do you mean by multiplexing and demultiplexing? Here at the sender side there may be several processes that need to send packet. At sender side there may be several processes that need to send packets. However, there is only one transport layer protocol at any time. This is many to one relationship and requires multiplexing. Okay. Then come TCP. Here, as you can see in this diagram, there is two computers. One is sending, are you getting all of this? All of this means packets. Are you getting all of these packets? It is asking to the receiver. Then receiver will reply, no, slow down because I am not getting accurate packets or some packets are missing. So there is acknowledgement from the receiver in TCP that whether the packets are delivered or not. That's why it is reliable source. Now we will see few features of TCP. Reliable connection oriented, virtual circuit, stream oriented, full duplex. Full duplex means concurrent transfer can take place in both the directions. Then now we will see about TCP header and data means segment frame format. It is divided into header and data part as we know, and header part is also further divided into following parts. You can see there is source port address which is 16-bit, destination port address 16-bit, sequence number, acknowledgement number, header length, reserved, urgent, acknowledgement, push, reset, window size, checksum, urgent pointer, options and padding. Source port address, it identify the sending port. Destination port identify receiving port. Sequence number has dual role. If SYN flag is set, means when SYN value equals 1, then this is the initial sequence number. Okay, and when it says 0 or it is clear, then this is the accumulated sequence number of first data byte of this packet from current session. Then comes your acknowledgement number. It is 32 bits, and if acknowledgement flag is set, means ACK value equals 1, then what happened? Then the value of this field is the next sequence number that receiver is expecting. Then comes your reserved. It is 6 bytes and it is reserved for future use and should be set to 0. Urgent indicates the urgent pointer field, and acknowledgement indicate acknowledgement field. PSH means push function asks to push the buffer data to the receiving application. Reset, it reset the connection. SYN synchronized sequence number. Only the first packet sent from each end should have this flag set. Then it is used for connection establishment, and FIN is used for connection termination. Checksum for error checking, and options and padding are also there, which is having up to 40 bytes of capacity. Then comes your TCP connection establishment, 3-way handshake. In this figure there is client server model. Client is sending signal to the server. In turn, server is sending SYN plus acknowledgement signal back to client, and then client is again sending acknowledgement. This means that TCP follows 3-way handshaking method for connection establishment. That's how connection established in TCP. Here comes UDP. As you have seen in TCP, unlike TCP, here there is no acknowledgement sent by the receiver. It's only care about the speed. Here, as you can see, it is sending data packets and asking, are you getting all of this? Then the receiver says, who cares? It doesn't care whether it is receiving all the data packets or not. It's just saying that send it faster. UDP stands for User Datagram Protocol. It is connectionless protocol, and it does not prefer reliability and security, because reliability and security is not important for UDP protocol. It's prefer only speed and size. Speed and size is more important in UDP protocol as comparison to reliability and security. The packet produced by UDP protocol is called user datagram. Here comes the UDP header format, or we can say the UDP frame format. It also consists of header and data parts. So I have mentioned the header portion. It consists of source port, which is 16 bits, and destination port is also 16 bits. Total length is also 16 bits. UDP checksum is 16 bits. All of these, each is having 16 bits space, and then at last there is data. Source port, it is the port number used by process running on the source host. Destination is the port number used by process running on destination host. Length, it is 16-bit field, as we have seen, that defines total length of user datagram header plus data. Total length of user datagram header as well as data is stored in length portion. Checksum, it is used to detect error, as we know that. Okay. Then comes your difference between TCP and UDP. As far we have discussed both TCP and UDP, so here are some differences between TCP and UDP. TCP is secure, UDP is unsecure, it is slow, it is fast. TCP is connection oriented, UDP is connectionless. TCP guarantee delivery of packet. It does not guarantee delivery of packet. Flow control and error checking mechanism present in TCP. No flow control and no error checking is present in UDP. TCP contains 20 bytes header while UDP has 8 bytes header. Acknowledgement mechanism is present in TCP. No acknowledgement is present in UDP. Three-way handshaking mechanism is used for connection establishment in TCP. No handshake mechanism used over here. So here are some differences which I have listed out. Just have a look. So far we have discussed TCP and UDP. So these both are protocols which are used for sending bits of data known as packets. They both build on top of Internet Protocol, which is your IP. This both TCP UDP build on top of that. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please do share, comment and subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.